I'm here with Anna Marie Highsmith and Antoine Marais. Did I say that correctly?
Marais.
I'm doing my best here. I feel like Gene Seberg right now.
You are doing better than most this week.
Merci beaucoup. And I am so excited to be here with the writer of A Year in Stockholm. Thanks so much for meeting with me today.
Certainly.
So let's just get right into it. I don't want to waste all your time. I know you've probably been doing a lot of these today. So what first attracted you to this story and to A Year in Stockholm, the book? I feel like this book was such a global bestseller. We all really, I mean, I couldn't put it down. I thought it was so fantastic. And I was on Fire Island for a week, and every gay guy I was with read it. It was like everywhere.
This is an emotional dynamic that we do not encounter very often. There are many stories about a difficult relationship, but they are already becoming cliché. I thought already the fact that it was two women, and you had explicitly the themes of captivity as opposed to a suggested captivity. It fascinated me. And then when coupled with Anna Marie, she is an incredible writer who has an emotional honesty and integrity when she explores her own life. I could not help but be attracted both to the story and to the person whose story it is. And I wanted to see what we could learn about humanity from it.
Antoine, how was it approaching Anna Marie to adapt her story? What was that process like for you?
A lot of dedication. I knew exactly at the beginning that I wanted this story, absolutely. And then it was just a case of finding some way to speak to the woman whose story it was. And so this was difficult. Many phone calls, many friends, calling people they knew maybe. But finally, when I made the connection and I find this incredible human being, it was then, from my point of view, I will do whatever you need me to do. If you want me to come on a plane to Iowa, which she did, then I will come on a plane to Iowa.
I'm kind of a shy person, and I wanted him to come to me, and he did do that. He came out to see me, and we sat at my house for hours and talked about my book and what really happened, and it just took off from there.
Was that your first time in Iowa?
Yes, I must say it was my first time. I had only very briefly spent some time in New York, a weekend that is for another story. And I had spent some brief time in Los Angeles, but I have now learned Los Angeles, it is not the same as the rest of the country. So this was my first time seeing America.
Yeah, LA is definitely sort of a weird, spooky vibe of its own. But Iowa is sort of known as the New York of the Midwest, so.
Oh, it is a joke. Yes, of course.
Yes, c'est une joke. It must have felt very gratifying or vulnerable to share your story. Can you speak on that at all?
Well, yes, I was really honored that Antoine wanted to make the film. And
had you seen any, sorry to interrupt, had you seen any of his previous work?
He had shown me his film that he made about the two women in the apartment, Les Filles.
Ah, ouais, Les Filles.
And
Les Filles.
I thought that was similar enough in tone that he would do a great job telling my story. So I knew the French had a wonderful way of treating complicated relationships, which is what I had with Frida. And so we really hit it off. And he got me. He got that it was a relationship born of circumstance and that it was highly dysfunctional. You know, there's something I wanted to say. I don't consider myself gay, even though the story is about this relationship. But I have enjoyed the support from the gay community. So thank you.
I totally get where you're coming from with that. I don't think anyone should feel pressured to identify anyway. And, you know, I have hooked up with a girl once, and I wouldn't necessarily consider myself straight based off of that experience.
This hookup you are comparing to the experience that Anna Marie had?
Yes. Let's talk casting and sort of what that process was like. Laurie Kurtz, such an unexpected, brilliant choice. And Riley Audrey, you know, sort of was brought in, we hear sort of last minute, and Michelle Leanders had actually been attached. Did that sort of throw you for a curveball? That's a baseball. euphemism, which is a sport we play here.
Actually, Antoine and I were working for quite a while with Michelle Leanders, and she really helped us to develop a lot of the dialogue. Michelle really got me and was able to articulate that in a way that really helped build the project, actually, from the beginning.
Exactly. There was a moment when I knew that Michelle was absolutely the person that we agreed on, and it was, I think you said to me, we were just playing around. I just had my phone and I was shooting some tests, maybe see if they can talk, what they could do. And she said something, I forget the exact phrase, but I remember you turning to me, Anna Marie, and going, I wish I had said that at the time. And I was like, that is when I know that she understands you completely. Yes, it was like a little family that we had. It was a very, very good feeling working with Michelle. And yes, we had a lovely time.
It must have been really jarring to sort of have Michelle, this person you had developed a relationship with, cast aside at the last minute in favor of this sort of tween star. But despite all that, what was it like for you when you finally were able to see your story portrayed on screen?
It's hard, because it's me, and there are little changes and such that you just have to get over and see it from the eyes of the rest of the world, which can enjoy it for what it is. And if they want to go read my book, they can read my book.
I do very much recommend that anyone who has not yet read Anne Marie's book, the book is excellent, and it's a pleasure to read.
So in terms of this being your first English language film, was that a different process for you? Did you find like you were interacting with the studio system in a new way that's different from sort of the French auteur studio system?
Yes, I will choose my words carefully. I had very nearly made another English language film before this one, an adaptation of Othello, the Shakespeare play, from the perspective of Desdemona. And obviously, it would make sense to do Shakespeare in English. I found the development for this film so complex, and I think it was you, Anna Marie, actually, who introduced me to this wonderful phrase, too many cooks in the kitchen, to describe the problems that I had on this project. And so I think I spent about 5 months trying to develop it, and then finally I had enough. I took it home with me, and from development to shooting to being in the editing suite, it was, I think, 6 weeks when I went home to France. And I think that efficiency, the ability to work and have this creative control was incredibly important to me. I did not want to have the experience again of, how to describe it. Yes, it is important to have money to make a film, but putting money into a film does not mean you are also the director. At the end of the day, the film is by the director. It is the director's vision. Otherwise, the studio, they can make the film. Huh? They don't need a director if they are going to make the decisions.
So, Antoine, based off this smashing first foray into English language film, can we expect another one soon?
Another film in English, no. I am developing a project, actually, but it will not be here. I am very excited to get home. Yes, it will be a story. I hope I can tell it in a single take. Across a day on set for a young female director. I've spoken to Michelle about it, actually, who feels her vision being taken away through a series of conversations that take place over a single day on set. And so you start the film with a very clear, very strong vision, and by the end of the film you feel like you have been stripped of everything. But this will be it will be in French or perhaps bilingual. But no, I will not be working here again in the near future.
Well, I can't wait to see that at Cannes.
Cannes.
In a couple of years. Okay, final question. This is an Oscars podcast. And so I just wanted to get a sense of anything you're excited about, or if you even watch the show, if you're planning on going. Not really a question, just an open-ended forum.
I used to watch the Oscars more, but then they got so political. To be honest, I haven't been watching it lately. And a lot of the movies, well, whatever. They're just I don't know. There's so many superhero movies. Anyway, that get neglected, the superhero movies. But anyway, but I'll this year, obviously, I'll have the DVR set and everyone at home will be watching.
You're not gonna go?
I may be going. That's still up in the air, but I have a dress. There are some last minute things, so.
Of course, I will go. It is in the contract. I have never seen the Oscars. It seems like a lot of people wanting to get dressed up and clap for each other for, I don't know, to feel special. I prefer to focus on creativity, and if that creativity is recognized and the talent is recognized, I was very lucky. I won the Palme d'Or with my first film, Les Filles, when I was younger, and even now the Palme d'Or, Cannes, it's very, you have this word in English, glitz. It's very glitz. For me, it is not glitz that I chase. It is something meaningful. But I have a friend of mine has been invited to play in the orchestra. We will have a glass of wine afterwards, so that will be nice.
Got it. Well, I will be there in the green room, so maybe I'll see you again someday.
Great.
You will be there.
I believe so, yeah. They just let anyone in there now. You know, they say if an actress wins an award for a film, it represents all the work of all the filmmakers. So maybe we'll see Riley with that, and you'll get some satisfaction or gratification from that experience. And I'll just let that hang in the air. Thanks so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Of course. Are we finished? We are finished.
You know what? Actually, if you don't drop your mic... Beth, I think he walked out with the mic.
Antoine, Anna Marie, thank you so much for sitting down with us so early in the evening. A big night for you both. Congrats on the win. This is huge. You know, Riley got the win. It's so amazing to see such talented people fuse together. You two and Riley. Talk me through the night. What happened when they read her name? What were you feeling?
Shock?
Yes, it was definitely a surprise. It was a strong field this year. I think there was some very, very interesting work in Riley's category. Some work that perhaps even I would have been proud to have been involved with. But, Riley won. So there you are.
We could argue, you brought that performance out of her. So this is a win for you too.
No, this is definitely all Riley. I will not say that it is. Honestly, it's nothing to do with me. Congratulations to her. I hope she is very happy. And, there is no accounting for taste.
And Anna Marie, you're seeing your book everywhere. It's especially nice to see your story, but Riley's face. It's like you, Riley, you're becoming one.
No, they put Riley's face on your book?
I haven't even looked.
Oh yeah, I have a copy right here because they were handing them out in the gift bag. And as you can see, that's now a major motion picture.
No, c'est pas vrai.
I haven't looked in the bag. I'm a bit overwhelmed. I mean,
In college, I reread all the Harry Potter books, and I would watch the movie after each one and kind of get a sense of, like, what was different, what I liked about one versus what I liked about the other. And in that case, I felt like the writing, she really loses the thread a little bit halfway through the series, but the movies got better.
I'm sorry, the Harry Potter, this is the magician boy who cannot act, yes?
Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe is definitely here, so I would keep your voice down. He's promoting his TBS TV show, Miracle Workers, coming soon.
Okay. I'm really happy for her. I just hope everyone will buy my book and read the real story.
Yes, buy her book. That is the important thing. Buy her book. It is a beautiful story, huh?
So I want to talk about Riley's acceptance speech just for a second. But she mentioned you two, and then you two kind of like bolted. You were out of your seats pretty quick. Was that to go give like Riley a quick hug at least, or just?
No, I had to piss, and then I ran into Anna Marie in the bar, and we got talking, and we missed the ceremony.
I had to get to the restroom too.
Yeah, it's a long one. You got to have quite the bladder.
It's always longer for women, except for one time I saw a Broadway production of Angels in America, and it was all gays. I was like, this is what it feels like to be a woman always.
Oh, the line, yeah. And so you're here early to this little after party. You must have skipped the red carpet, just eager to get to that bar, huh?
They are actually serving a very nice wine. It's a Pomerol from 2005. It's very close to the town where my mother lives, actually. And it's an excellent wine. So well done on the sommelier. Well done.
The Academy got one thing right this year, huh?
Yes, one thing.
And I see, Anna Marie, you seem to be drinking a Red Bull with maybe like a shot of vodka in it.
Anything clear. I don't want to spill anything on my dress, you know.
It's a very nice dress, by the way, Anna Marie. You look very nice.
Thank you. I have had to buy so many for this whole...
Is that Wes Anderson? You know, he made one good film, but he has spent his entire career just trying to remake Harold and Maude, and he has never achieved it. There is no substance. There is no stuff.
He might be out at the bar.
I'm going to get another
Keep an
glass
eye out
of
for
wine.
Wes. Is there anyone else you're excited to see, though? Anna Marie, is there someone that you're interested in rubbing elbows with? Tonight's the night to do it.
I wouldn't mind seeing Gal Gadot.
Love Gal.
She's just beautiful.
She's quite the gal. I said that to her once in an interview, and she hated it.
Well, you've got a lot of celebrating ahead of you. How are you gonna do it? What happens now? Do you all plan to work together again? Anna Marie, are you churning out another novel that we can expect to see Riley in?
I'm not writing anything for a little bit. I have a teaching job waiting for me, and that's it.
I'm going straight to the airport early in the morning, so my bags are already packed, and so we will be drinking wine until I can take a cab to LAX.
Well, we hope you guys have a wonderful night and celebrate a truly historic night for both of you.
Oh, I will absolutely celebrate that this has come to an end. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I think that went really well.
Yeah, they were nicer than I thought.
Beth, you are drinking too much tonight.